This poem makes me want to wear a crown because it makes me feel like a queen or sort of a Greek goddess figure who's talking about justice for us mortals, right? So for Miss Alice Walker and this poem, Jenny O'Neill dons a crown and speaks in third person. It's getting very hoity-toity up here. Hi, welcome to Gathering Paradise. My name is Jenny O'Neill. We are so glad that you're spending time with us. This poem is so short and it carries so much dignity in it that I felt it needed a crown. Also, wearing things on my head gives me a lot of amusement. I think other people should try it too. People don't take you quite as seriously unless you have to prove it or something. I probably could lecture in this crown, but anyway, winning. The smallest child understands. Anyone who terrorizes us is a terrorist. Anyone who steals from us is a thief. Anyone who loves has won. Oh, I love it. It's so tiny, but also you can memorize it too. And then you can remember it and hold it in your heart and have it there for when you need it. Often we have a lot of poems about death or sadness, despair, love dying, but it's harder to find good poems. There's a phrase, I don't know who to attribute it to, but it's called, it says happiness writes white. So basically, when you're in blissful love or when things are going well, you don't describe it as well on the page, or artists, writers haven't dug into that. But we have a lot of poems about despair or divorce or all that stuff. The title, Winning, that word choice sets the tone. When we think of winning, sometimes we equate that with domination or being the top of a ladder that you had to climb up or something. And this poem is tiny, reader. It's tiny. And it's giving us so much. So she starts first stanza and is saying, the smallest child understands. So even before we have language for a criminal or something else, like they understand this person is doing something scary, this person is doing something wrong, right? You know, we only think of terrorism like as foreign or domestic terrorists with bombs, but we also know that a lot of us come from families that are broken and cracked in many different ways, and an abusive parent or sibling can be a terrorizing figure in your life. Especially as a child, you have no control. The poem only gives you these options. Like basically, if you are terrorizing somebody, you're a terrorist. If you are taking something that is not yours, you're a thief. These are things you don't want to be. If you love, that's the one big question. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that makes this life anything like winning. Let us know of any hopeful poems or generous, joyful poems that you like and you would like us to cover, and we will. Thank you so much. Also, wearing a crown makes you really self-conscious about what your hair is doing. That's the other point of this. Anyone who has love has won. Oh, it's not has love, it's anyone who loves. Darn it! That's how I feel now. I'm not winning.